good, YouTube? Christmas Innovation here, bringing out another discussion video. And this discussion video is basically going to be talking about, should you guys play meta? So the reason why I wanted to discuss this video is because a lot of guys get into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, spend a fuck ton of money on decks. They buy their Necros, they buy their Dragon Rooters, they buy their whatever X deck at a time, spend about $1,000, and they only play at locals. They might only go to regionals every blue moon. Never go to nationals. Never travel to YCS, but they may go to regionals here and they go to locals here and there. And honestly, I think those people are pretty crazy because what's the point of spending a lot of money on a deck? Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, I would not spend $800 on a deck just to play at locals. And I think honestly, a lot of you guys should not do the same thing because I've known people at my locals who've done this. There's at least 2 people I can think of right now who buys the best deck all the time, almost every format, just to play at locals, and maybe go to regions every once in a while. Never goes to nationals, never travel out of town. And I think it's crazy because honestly, if you're just gonna play at locals, you don't need the meta. You can play whatever deck you want because unless you have a competitive locals like I do, or in California, majority of locals are just basically your average Joe players who like to play every once in a while, a bunch of kids, and maybe your 1 or 2 competitive players that you probably wind up facing in finals. So you don't need to play a meta to do good. You can play with heroes. Konami does give us decent budget decks to play every format, regardless if you guys want to play them or not. Now, that's not saying that, let's say for example, Necros came out. I'm saying, okay, if you're a fan of Necros, like if you literally just like rituals, then okay, I get it. But if you're just the type of player that just wants a deck to play and you want to stay competitive, but you don't travel nowhere, wasting a bunch of money on a meta deck is really unnecessary. I wouldn't do it for no card game. I think it's just honestly crazy. Now, you should play meta, once again, if you're a person who plans on traveling, if you go to different locals throughout the week, if you're going to use the deck like I've also seen players who will buy a meta deck, sit on it, don't touch it, regret buying it and selling it. It's just something that goes on and on and on and on. So I feel like, honestly, I guess this video is more, not really a discussion, more of a message to, or some advice to people. Don't spend money on a meta deck. Play a budget deck. Play a rogue deck. You're only going to locals. You might go to regions to fuck around, but don't waste your money on a deck that's going to get banned and you don't travel with it. There's a lot of people that do this stuff, and honestly, you guys are just wasting your money. So just play a deck that you like. You don't have to play meta just to be good at locals. You can pretty much play anything to be good at locals, unless you have one, once again, super competitive California locals where everyone's playing Necros. Then I guess you want to play meta compete. So, but then again, if you're only playing at locals, how competitive are you really if you're not paying the money to go out of town and etc.? So with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up to show support. Comment down in the comment section below. Are you guys one of these people who just buy that competitive meta, who just buy a meta deck and play at locals? And then tell me why you do it. This was Chris from Innovation, signing out. And of course, I do these videos to help you guys become better players. And of course, I do these videos also for you guys to help me become a better player. So once again, Chris from Innovation, signing out. Peace.